Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, sisters, brothers, and friends, to the State of the City message from the city of Hawthorne. My name is Ray Cordova. I'm your MC for the program today. And before we begin, there are two rules. Rule number one, we've had our reception. We've had an opportunity to exchange business cards and greet old friends and meet new ones. We've had the opportunity for those politicians who are here to go out and table hop and do all the campaigning and fundraising you can. So now we are attentive and we pay attention to our speakers. Rule number two, see rule number one. With that, welcome, and it is indeed a pleasure to be with our mayor today, but most especially with the Hawthorne Chamber of Commerce. There are many treasures in the South Bay area, but one of them stands out as an icon, and that's the Hawthorne Chamber of Commerce, which does everything it can to keep the small business engine in California running. They do a tremendous job in the city of Hawthorne, but it needs good leadership. We're indeed fortunate to have with us one of the shining stars in all the chambers of commerce throughout the state of California, brothers and sisters and friends, our CEO and president, most especially our friend, Patricia Donaldson.
Good afternoon. Oh, come on. Good afternoon. Okay, now you sound like you're awake. Okay, I want to welcome everyone today, and I want to thank everyone for attending. I can't tell you how much we appreciate this. We're going to have our invocation with Pastor Al Weiss. Pastor Al Weiss. Then you're going to introduce the color guard.
Good afternoon. Would you please stand for the invocation and remain standing for the presentation of the colors? Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we pause this afternoon to give you thanks for this great meal and for the wonderful people gathered here today. We recognize that your blessing on our community is what's made our city so great. Because of you, we live in peace with our neighbors. Because of you, we celebrate our faith without fear. Because of you, we enjoy freedom from persecution. We thank you for our elected officials and pray that you would give them wisdom. We thank you for our city staff who work tirelessly to make our community prosperous. And we thank you for our police and the fire personnel who lay down their lives every day so that we can enjoy a safe community. Most of all, we thank you for the men and women of our armed forces who protect us, who make our nation safe, and guard us from evil forces who would seek to destroy our freedoms. May you bring our brave soldiers and sailors, airmen and Marines home safely and quickly, and allow our diverse nation to live in peace. In the name of our Lord, amen.
Thank you, Pastor Wise. Are there any veterans with us today? Raise your hands. Please come up and join us on the stage for the presentation of the colors. All of our nation's veterans, come on up and join us here. Hey, good, man. Good to see you. Hey, brother. Hey, Dick. Hey, brother. How you doing? Revolutionary War. Yeah. The Hawthorne Police Department, they present our colors every year, and I'd like to recognize who is representing the Hawthorne Police Department. We have Lieutenant Scott Swain, Officer Will Pereira, Officer Jeff Salmon, and Officer Jose Gomez. Brothers, please present the colors. Face. Post. Colors. To do the Pledge of Allegiance for us today, we're honored to have Chief Yeager, and military veterans, you may use a hand salute.
On behalf of your police department, a blessed and prosperous 2015 to you all. If you would, join me in the pledge. Please place your hands over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Order. Detail. Face. Forward. Round of applause for our Hawthorne Police Department.
You look beautiful too.
No. Stay with me. You may be seated. I want to introduce to you our Director of Finance, our Treasurer for the Hawthorne Chamber of Commerce. He is one of the big shots at Finance Auto, and his name is Jimmy Awad. Would you come up, please?
Good afternoon. So as a new member and treasurer of the Chamber of Commerce, I've been recruited to help recruit some new members and invite all members back. Thank you. As a new member, I'm told at the height of the Chamber's membership, there were over 150 members, about 175 to be exact. It was a diverse group from the medical profession, from construction, automotive, and insurance. And these members met together to help build Hawthorne and improve Hawthorne. But at the same time, they met to improve their businesses and seize on opportunities together. During a recent meeting with Olivia, we discussed why have so many members fallen off and why so many have stopped attending. And the best reason, best excuse that we could come up with was possibly because of the recent economic recession. And we understand it. Business owners tend to go into crisis mode and tend to spend on what's most important and what's most vital. And they start to attend only what's vital and important. But oftentimes, that is counterproductive and bad for business. And I hope the example that I'm going to illustrate helps show that. Most successful businesses aren't the ones with the deepest pockets necessarily, but they are the ones that are most in tune with the society that they're in, their environment, and other businesses around them. They're connected. The Chamber of Commerce can be that connection for all businesses in the city of Hawthorne. At a recent meeting, Chris Brown told us that Special Olympics, Hawthorne will be involved with the Special Olympics. If you were at that meeting, you could seize at that opportunity and join other businesses to collaborate. Now, if I managed a restaurant, I imagine I would have a special menu where it's high in carbs during the mornings to fuel the athletes and high in protein at night to rebuild muscle. And if I managed a hotel, I would have special rates and possibly have the lower floors to accommodate Special Olympians in wheelchairs. And if I managed a shuttle service, as one of the members does, I would collaborate with both businesses to help shuttle Special Olympians from their events to their hotels. It's these opportunities where businesses can collaborate, and they could seize on those opportunities. And information is going to be the key, and collaboration is going to be the key. So I'm going to leave you with this one thought. What information, what opportunities is your business missing today that may help it grow and move on to its next phase? The Chamber can do that for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jimmy. As maybe all of you have noticed, there are pictures down here. And I had gone to Mr. Mo Awad and his son Hadar Awad and spoke to them. They had said that they had a dream that they wanted, when people pulled into Imperial, that they would see their new business. So as you see these pictures, thanks to the mayor, we are going to have the most beautiful dealership. So when you turn on Imperial, this will be the first thing you see when you're entering Hawthorne. Hadar, would you stand up? And it's because of he and his father. I think I saw Mayor Butts walk. Mayor Butts, you come up in front here. Have you ever heard someone tell a mayor what to do? See, I can do that to him because we go back 28 years. So I want you at this front table, Mayor. That is our mayor of Inglewood. Now, our master of ceremonies, I'm going to turn to the strongest, the biggest, the most powerful man probably in California. And that is my best friend, Ray Cordova, the head of the South County Labor.
Thank you, They're here. They're all ready. We're going to take the first row first. Okay. Half on that side, half on that side. Okay. Thank you. I would ask that the servers come forward and take their stations, and I'm instruct that we're going to take this, we're going to do it by rows, the front row, second row, et cetera, et cetera. So when you see there that, and you get a choice of which side you want to go to as well, too. And I would ask that the list of the dignitaries and also the field representatives of the dignitaries, it was on my table and it disappeared. So I'm going to ask that as you're going to get your food, those who have the business cards, drop them off to the guys who have the computers over here, and I'll pick them up and I'll recognize you after lunch. With that, I'd ask the servers to please take their stations, and we'll see you after lunch. Thank you, and God bless.
Now I would like our board of directors for the Chamber of Commerce to please stand up. Board of directors, please stand. They're all over the place. And I would like our committee and ambassadors to stand up, because without their help, this would not have been possible. Cherise, Cheryl, Manny, Betty, B, where are you? And whoever else, Kelly. Stand up, Kelly. Thank you so very much. Okay, now, Isidore Hall just called, and he said he cannot make it, so I have someone that's just as good. I mean, just as good. And like I said, he's someone that I've known for 28 years. I met him in Santa Monica when he became the chief of police for Santa Monica, and we've been friends ever since. And that is Mayor Jim Butts of Inglewood. Come on up.
You know, whenever somebody says they got something just as good. It's like when you go to the dessert tray and your favorite dessert is gone. And they say, but this is just like it, right? I'm not Isidore Hall. I'd be bald and I'd have a bow tie. But I want to tell you it's an honor to speak to you because, you know, we have a real symbiosis with Hawthorne in Inglewood. Where things are happening in this country today, they're happening in the medium-sized cities. They're doing one of two things. They're either going bankrupt like Stockton, Vallejo, Detroit, San Bernardino, or they're doing the right things to make themselves fiscally sound, their infrastructure strong, and attract economic development. And right now, Inglewood and Hawthorne are on parallel courses. I really love what you're doing with Hawthorne, Mayor Brown and the council, and what you guys intend to do with the old mall that has been abandoned for quite some time. Because this is what it's going to take to bring people and cars to your city, like we're trying to do in the city of Inglewood, to spend money and pay for resident services and to the greater glory of the city. Went through quite a road in Inglewood, and I know that Hawthorne traveled the same road. And so you guys are very, very fortunate to have a mayor and council that has the vision, the results orientation, and a sense of responsibility that you do. So I just say congratulations, Hawthorne. We're honored to be your neighbor. Thank you. And I know what 5 minutes is too. See you guys.
Now, I want to recognize the dignitaries that are here, the business cards I received. And we're indeed fortunate to have with us the mayor of a city that has a mall that is not closed. We have a mayor of a city who has Honda Corporation headquarters located in the city of Torrance. The city of Torrance also has Zamperini Field. So with that, we're honored to have with us Mayor Patrick Fury for the city of Torrance. Councilman Kurt Wiedemann. Councilmember Mike Griffiths. From the Hawthorne School District, Alejandra Montiero, school board member. Board of Trustees from the same Hawthorne School District, Dr. Eugene Crank. Hawthorne School District Board of Trustees, Luciano Aguilar. Superintendent Helen E. Morgan from the Hawthorne School District. Former Culver City Mayor and also the District Director with the Honorable Chairman of the State Board of Equalization, Jerome Morton. We have Christopher Armenta. Christopher. From the city of Long Beach, from the office of Rex Richardson, Tedrick Williams. Tedrick, where are you? I'll let the mayor introduce the council members from the city. Norm Huber will introduce the city treasurer, David Patterson. Where are you, David? Also have with us representing California State Assembly member Autumn Burke, Jay Youngblood. Jay? I'd also like to recognize two of our former Assembly members who did some tremendous work with Governor Brown under Proposition 30 that brought California's greatness back. Former Assembly member Steve Bradford. And former Assembly member Warren Furutani. And had it not been for Prop 30, we would still be struggling. But did you see, for just 2 days ago, our California State Controller announced that California is now $1 billion with the B, $billion above the anticipated budget surplus. So California's on the road back, and our unemployment rate's down to 6.3%. That only happened because we have good leadership in Sacramento and good local leadership in all the cities as well, too. I want to recognize our sponsors. Diamond sponsor, SpaceX. Our gold sponsors, California Water Service Company, City of Hawthorne, Finance Auto, Republic Services, Southern California Edison. Our silver sponsors, Active Security Solutions Incorporated, Centinela Hospital, Charles Company, Chevron Products Company, Paragon Commercial Group, LLC, South Bay Ford, Lincoln, South Bay Workforce Investment Board. And by the way, I talked to Jan Vogel on the phone 3 days ago, because Jan, this is Jan's job, and Jan's, I'm out here, I'm in spring training down in Arizona with the Dodgers. Jan goes every year, so Jan's doing well. U.S. Tow Hawthorne. Our bronze sponsors, Advanced Air LLC, AOE Law and Association, Behavioral Health Services, El Camino College, Flights Coast Fitness, Coast Laundry. It's kind of hard, the lights are, my eyes are really going bad. Put a little further. Golden State Water Company, Hawthorne Cable Television, Hawthorne Education Foundation, Hawthorne Municipal Employees Association, Imperial Projects, Los Angeles World Airports, McCormick Ambulance, Northrop Grumman, Opportunities for Learning, S&P Liquor, Sears Lumber Company, South County Labor, Union Bank, and our in-kind sponsors, Advanced Party Rentals, Hank's Bistro, and Mendes Studios. That concludes our sponsors. If I missed any, let me know. And before we go further on the agenda, we want to thank our servers today. Thank you, servers, for doing the work they did for us today. Thank you very much. Thank you all. One of our keynoters couldn't be here, but I'm indeed fortunate to call this young lady forward. She assumed a job in a city that was under fire, was just nearing bankruptcy, insolvency, horrible issues to deal with, not only through the crimes in the streets and potholes, all of that. She's came in and she's done a tremendous job. It's like a whirlwind coming into that great city of Compton. Brothers, sisters, and friends, please welcome for a 5-minute presentation the Mayor, Aja Brown.
Good afternoon, everyone. Don't you just love surprises? I didn't know that I was going to be called up here on this afternoon, but I am honored to support your mayor, Mayor Chris Brown. We were elected at a similar time, and I believe that it's an amazing, amazing moment in the era of leadership that's transforming all throughout the South Bay. I had an opportunity to work in the great city of Inglewood for many years before Mayor Butts was there. Had an opportunity to work in the city of Gardena, that's also a part of the South Bay, for a few years, and before going to the city of Compton. And when I consider all the great things that we've seen transpire in the South Bay, it's truly a special place. And I think the leadership of Mayor Chris Brown really culminates all of those things that we want to see in the city of Hawthorne. I truly believe that this is Hawthorne's time. It's been one of the cities that has really been on the cusp of truly having an amazing, great transformation. And I am certain that under the leadership of Mayor Chris Brown, that the transformation is going to be realized in due time, in an immediate time. The amazing things that have occurred, we both came in with a deficit. And as far as I know, the deficit has turned around in the city of Hawthorne, which is amazing. And we should give Mayor Brown a hand for that. And as we all know, economic development is the name of the game. You can't have an increase in services without economic development. So really having a mayor that's focusing on how to bring new investment here to the city of Compton and to expand the existing companies that are here are truly critical. And so I'm proud just to be here to support Mayor Chris Brown, who is not only a colleague, but a dear friend of mine. And so without much ado, I have the opportunity to introduce your mayor, Mayor Chris Brown. Thank you.
Mayor of Hawthorne says he will introduce an ordinance mandating all uniformed personnel wear cameras on their uniform.
Citizens of Hawthorne deserve something like this.
More homeowners have partnered with SolarCity than any other solar provider. In fact, every 5 minutes, someone switches to cleaner, more affordable energy with SolarCity. From the experience of installing tens of thousands of solar systems, our team of clean energy professionals has created the most sophisticated project management system in the industry. We plan and supervise your project to ensure your switch to clean power is quick and easy. SolarCity, America's #1 full-service solar provider.
Hawthorne's Main Street, Hawthorne Boulevard, is not what it used to be. Now there's an effort to make it a destination once again. New at 5, Eyewitness News reporter Miriam Hernandez shows you what the South Bay City is doing to reverse years of neglect.
Changes are coming to Hawthorne, starting with an eyesore that stretches a long city block. Hawthorne Plaza saw better days decades ago.
Everyone used to shop and dine here in Hawthorne. It was one of the best places to be here in the South Bay.
Today, with the recession easing, city leaders say they have a chance to make a comeback. For the first time in 6 years, the city's budget is balanced, and they are operating in the black. They are pouring $14 million into street improvements, curb appeal to draw other businesses that will also bring much-needed jobs. Business at the mall will bring the city important tax dollars. The estimated revenues, $6 to $8 million a year. That's a 15% bump. The mayor's message?
Hawthorne's coming back and coming back strong.
Miriam Hernandez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.
Greetings, everyone. Hello, everyone. I would like to take the moment to say thank you for everyone attending this year's 2015 State of the City Luncheon. It was my pleasure to stand here before everyone here in the city of Hawthorne. To the Chamber of Commerce and your leader, Patricia Donaldson, thank you so much for putting this beautiful event together. Please stand. The whole chamber board, please stand. You guys can do better than that. Look how beautiful this place is. Most people don't know, but Patricia and I go back, 23, 24 years, members of West Angeles Church. That's how we kind of put this whole thing together, right, Patricia? Yes, son. Also, with that being said, I would love to thank, and I don't know where my wife is. Come here, baby. I would like to thank my wife and my children for being here today. Hideko Brown, Bailey Hawthorne Brown, who's sick, is snotty. Oh, no, there she go. And also my son, Chris Brown Jr. Where are you, son? Oh, he's asleep, okay. He's on this one. I would also like to thank the tireless work of my colleagues. Angie English, please stand, Angie. Also, Alex Vargas, Nilo Michelin, and Mayor Pro Tem Olivia Valentine. Please give them a round of applause for all the hard work they've done. Together, we can make things happen. I also would like all my department heads here in the city of Hawthorne, please stand. We cannot do any of this without you. And the employees, come here, orange shirts, please stand. Everyone, please stand. Give them better. Come on, you guys. There are several changes in Hawthorne that have taken place over the last year that we all should be grateful for. First, I want to talk about the new economic development of Hawthorne Boulevard. Hawthorne Boulevard has just completed a successful improvement project. There has been added greenery and palm trees and a variety of floral arrangements. None of this would be possible without the great work of our Public Works Department and their leader, Arnie Shatbar. Public Works, please stand. Come on, Arnie. Public Works. Arnie also just completed a $450,000 light project on Hawthorne and El Segundo just yesterday, and he worked triple overtime to get that done for today, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Arnie. Also, our boulevard currently right now is working all the way into Imperial, and this summer, we're looking to put Wi-Fi down Hawthorne Boulevard to change everything regarding Hawthorne and free internet. And we're going to definitely be working with Google to make that happen. We also included a rocket on Hawthorne Boulevard in El Segundo to symbolize the commitment of SpaceX and their growth. None of this would be possible, again, with Arnie and also the work of SpaceX. All the SpaceX employees and the members of SpaceX, please stand. One of our main priorities to our city is the public safety of our residents, community leaders, and their families. Our police department, led by Chief Robert Fager, is one of the hardest working departments here in the South Bay and deserves all our support as a city. I will support and defend any measure that enforces safety and transparency. Dr. Martin Luther King once said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in the moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands in the challenge and controversy." Police Department and Robert Fager, please stand. Among other aspects that we should be proud of, let's take a look at our financial city budget. For the first time in 6 years, we have eliminated an $8 million deficit, and the city is fiscally sound and operating $1.5 million in black with an 18% reserve. This will allow us to continue to make advances for the betterment of the city, the residents, the businesses. As a collective force, we have learned how to better financially manage our city's resources. As a whole, we are able to accomplish much, much more to move the city forward in the uplifting direction that is absolutely beneficial to everyone. We are able to show that we can work together for the greater good of our city. This year, we are looking forward to passing our budget on time for the first time in 5 years. A few days before Christmas, I contacted Ricky Mendenhall, our new finance director, contacted Ricky Mendenhall about 3 days before Christmas to discuss OpenGov. OpenGov is a software company that allows total transparency regarding fiscal budget. City of Hawthorne was the 250th city to follow OpenGov. OpenGov, just like the city of Los Angeles, has the complete financial numbers on the city website. So Ricky, I want to thank you for that transparency. Ricky, please stand. In today's America, most start to face the reality of global warming. Our president recently said, one day, this will be our greatest threat. To achieve this, I'm looking forward to working with my colleagues on the City Council in advancing a Hawthorne Energy Action Plan. Just like Mayor of Torrance, we're going to work together on this particular plan. This plan is designed to make Hawthorne a national example for environmentally responsible government that promotes an example of environmentally responsible government that promotes economic development for clean technology that will produce jobs, excuse me. California is a global leader in renewable power. The estimated 4,000 to 6,000 solar panels a month are constructed every day here in California. 4,000 to 6,000 homes. So that means everyone here by the next 10 years will have a solar panel, or your neighbor will have a solar panel, and you'll be selling energy directly back into the grid, lowering your energy bill by 90%. I don't know if my colleagues knew or you guys know, but do you know Solar City, one of their main distributors, are right here in our backyard? Tesla is right here in our backyard. They're doing everything they can to push out new energy, renewable energy, and we must support them on that fact. So please give them a round of applause. On December 16th, our city council had an item on our agenda that comes up every few decades, whether or not to host the Special Olympics, which would cost our city roughly $47,000 to be part of this historical event. Believe it or not, this item wasn't unanimous, but it passed. In 3 months, our administrative office and public informational office has managed to cut our costs in half through donations throughout the city and the community. We are looking forward to hosting Nigeria and Estonia as a host town. We have a huge Nigerian community here tonight. Nigeria residents, please stand. The city of Hawthorne has a social media presence to keep the community updated on our progress with the historic event as well as others. Thank you to Mark Hardison, Michelle, Caroline, Rosalinda, Alex, and Kristen for all your hard work. You guys please stand. Don't be shy now. Are you serious? Also, I want to thank Mark Hardison for moving forward thinking. Mark Hardison met with the group 2 weeks ago, speaking of Beach Boys, is working on the Hawthorne Music Festival for October 3rd here at Holly Park, hosted by Beach Boys, DW3, and Jagged Edge. Over the last 15 months, we have opened 50 new businesses, including a brand new Ross, PetSmart, and a new grocery store, and some smaller businesses catered around SpaceX and aerospace industry, creating over 1,000 new jobs for our community. Finance Auto and the Awads give it up for the Awads, brought me a project that was near and dear to their heart. For nearly a decade, they tried to bring a project to build a brand new dealership, but ran into many obstacles. This past fall, our planning department, led by Greg McLean and our planning commission, approved a plan to build a 3-level state-of-the-art dealership right off of Prairie and the 105 freeway. Greg McLean, please stand. Thank you for all your hard work, sir. In 1998, since 1998, we have had an empty place in our hearts in the middle of our community, and that's the Hawthorne Mall. More than 10 concepts and 2 projects have been presented to the council, but none have been approved. Today is a new day. We have the leadership and the council to get this done. As you know, we have huge plans for the mall, but you will not hear the details from me. You'll hear the details from the mall owner himself, Mr. Armin Kabai. Mr. Armin Kabai, please come forward.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, I'm flattered being in front of you and a bit overwhelmed. We got involved with this mall initially in year 2000 with the first part of we acquired the Montgomery ward. and by default, we end up acquiring the balance of it in 2001. What's past is past. We worked very hard, and we have had numerous challenges. However, respectfully, we mature with times and the economy and the city and all that. We've collectively have matured. We feel very strong that we have a solid plan in hand. We have a solid leadership, which has given us quite a bit of confidence. We're quite flattered having a solid, united council being led from Mayor Chris Brown, and frankly, an outstanding staff, outstanding city manager, and I sincerely mean that from the bottom of my heart. And we're hoping and willing, saying God willing, everything will remain until we bring this home. We have done an extensive market study. We've come up with a story that we can substantiate to give confidence for retailers to come and make success here. However, still a selling job. We've done actually 3 different studies. We've hired a leasing team. We've hired an architect. We have a complete leasing plan. And we have just rolled our sleeves up. We recently started the leasing. We have gone after the primary tenants. And as you well know, we have to get a group of them before the rest of them will follow. But I have to say, we are determined. We want to bring success here. We're not without challenges. We feel that this is a public-private partnership with the city and the city of the residents of Hawthorne. I was looking at some old pictures of downtown. It kind of saddened me. They had a beautiful downtown. We like to create some more pedestrian-oriented retail. We are currently negotiating with the city to widening the sidewalks, so basically to activate downtown and bring downtown back. After all, we are 4.1 miles away from the ocean. You have great employment. Everything is, all the arrows are pointing up. And like anything else, all we can do is, from today on, make it better. Thank you.
There's also a man I want to introduce that when I first got elected here in the city of Hawthorne, I walked in this office and he said, you know we're $8 million in debt, right? I said, Mr. City Manager, we'll be fine. And Mike and I have created a bond. You kind of build relationships over business sense sometimes. Not just people you work with, people you grow with. And I've learned to love and respect this man from the moment I walked through the door. And guess what? Angie Reyes English was one of the main people that said, you know what? I know this is a new town, I know you're a new sheriff, but you must learn to respect and love this man. And I want to say thank you so much, Michael Goodson, for all the hard work you've done here in the city of Hawthorne. Please stand, sir. Mike has been part of this city for 35 years. He left, came back, and now he's a city manager, and I'm looking forward to working with him for years to come. And he is the lowest paid city manager, actually, in the whole region because of budget constraints, but hopefully we can fix that soon. But I wanted Mike to say a few words regarding the project and what he's looking for towards the future. Thank you.
And again, I thank you very much for the kind words, Mayor, and from myself, the staff, working with the council, all the council members. It's been a wonderful time, and we're looking for great things to happen as we move forward with the reintroduction of the mall as a viable retail space. I think you're going to find that as we move forward with the specific plan for Hawthorne Boulevard, and we have another specific plan for the industrial area that we're going to be working on, that you're going to see great things coming out of Hawthorne as we move forward. We're going to continue the development on Hawthorne Boulevard all the way up to Imperial Highway and to the 105 freeway, and we're hoping to make a connection between LAX, Hawthorne, bringing people in with the hotels that we have and the environment that we have moving forward. So great things coming. Stand by and watch. Thank you.
One more other thing. I know it's a little unorthodox, and I was advised not to do this, but I'm a man of God. I want my council members to please come forward. Nilo, Olivia, Angie, please come forward. You guys come over stage with me. Each one of these leaders has a quality that that is needed to have Hawthorne succeed. Start with Nilo Michelin. Veterans. This man invented the Veteran Commission here in the city of Hawthorne. He's a strong leader in his right. He's been part of the community 20 plus years. He's also a strong school teacher and a leader in our city. I want to thank you for all the work you've done here in the city of Hawthorne. My sister from another mother, Angie Reyes English. She's tough as nails, but I love her. And if there's anyone that is a hard worker for low-income employees, low-income housing, and labor, that's Angie Reyes English. I want to thank you for everything you've done for the city of Hawthorne. And the mother of the council, our attorney, Mayor Pro Tem Olivia Valentine. Olivia, you know I love you. And she's been in my ear. If with Olivia, if Olivia doesn't want it, it's off the table. Because she's the only one she's a mediator by law, and by profession. And she's the only one that can, really be the person that could talk to both the city manager and I, and put a little bit more rationale in my head, because I have huge dreams here. And Olivia's kind of the one that kind of pulls my coattails sometimes. And I respect that, and I love that. And I cannot do anything without the rest of these council members, and even Alex, even though he's not here today. But we need to work here together, and we're going to do this together. Thank you so much, and everyone enjoy your lunch. Thank you.
Well, I want to thank everyone for coming. I want to thank our sponsors. And I must tell you that with Mr. Armand Gabay, I have sat with him at his office in Hollywood, and he has shown me all the malls that he has put together. And I'm going to tell you that everything that he touches turns to gold. So we are hoping for that in our city, and I thank him so much for being here. I would like to introduce one more person. Last year, I tried to introduce my husband, and a few men stood up. But I want the real Steve Donaldson, who is my husband, to stand up. He puts up with me. And again, I have 4 husbands. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful, blessed day and blessed weekend, and see you next year. Thank you.